Hey, what's going on, everybody? Today we're going to do a blower motor replacement today. Got my little towel down there to get on my knees, so to speak. Unlike most YouTube videos where everybody takes forever to get to the point, I'm going to try to make this short and sweet just like me. So, obviously you're going to order your replacement fan. When you're looking for the fans on the blower motor on the websites, most of the key numbers or the actual connectors themselves, this is what they're really looking for. Okay, so this is what's called a 3-prong connector, and then there's other ones that are 2-prong connectors. Okay, so that's basically what they want to do. So I highly suggest before you order them, take a picture of the actual blower motor itself. Try to get in there, try to get a little flashlight, get some light in there. What you're looking for is these serial numbers right here. Okay, and before we start, there's going to be 3 places of screws. I already took one right here, which is directly parallel with the actual harness itself. And then there's that 3 count, 1, 2, 3. And then there's going to be one way back here. So if you go straight across, there's going to be a 3rd one right here. And then for some reason, I have no idea why Toyota did this, there's one behind all this steel rig stuff. And you're probably thinking, well, how the heck am I going to get to that? And it's basically smudged in between. Now the funny thing is, when I first started this job, got me one of these and a little Phillips screwdriver, but for some reason Toyota decided to over-engineer a basic screw, and it's sort of like a security Allen screw. And I said, you know what, screw that. I'm not even going to bother trying to find that. So what you do is you get yourself really quick, this is what I did, is to get the job done a little bit faster, because I don't like doing things the hard way. You get your little wrench, size 8, get your little socket, little flathead screwdriver, and the secret to the sauce on all this is going to be this one, just a regular size 8mm wrench. And what that's going to do is basically we're going to go ahead and show you. The back of these are, guess what, size 8. And they're going to fit perfectly in here on this side, as I show you real quick. Size 8. Okay, you're going to want to get a little extension piece just like this. And the reason why you want a little extension piece is because what happens is the floor of the Corolla gets ramped up, and you literally have no room to get to these screws, especially this guy right here, and then the one that's way in the back. Like I said, I don't know what they were thinking, but I guess nice and tight is the way they like it, right? So just for a review real quick, try not to make this video too long. There's going to be 1, 2, 3 screws, okay? Like I said, don't even ask me what kind of little screws these are. A flathead does fit in those. Let me see, I'm trying to get to zoom in, but it slips off, okay? I don't know why it's so hard for this thing to zoom in. There we go. A flathead does fit in there, but it's a very thin type flathead. Now the reason why you want this flathead screwdriver is because the harness itself is really, really tight. So what you do is get that screwdriver on the very top of that part, and you do it in a one-hand part just like this. You're gonna stick it in there and you're just gonna pop it off. Okay. Right now I've already took out 2 of those screws, which I'm gonna see if I can get a decent view from the underneath here for you just one more time. Now the easiest way to access this, and it's gonna be a dual part video as well for you guys, is that let me see if I can get some more studio light in here, so to speak. Take the glove box, and this is also a how-to as well to get in here. Okay, this right here, you just squeeze it. Don't make it a big deal. You just squeeze it, okay? Pop off, you squeeze it, okay? And it's actually on a little shock. This is what I did. You just push it, and then here's the other one. Push, and the whole thing comes off. Now, one thing that I learned when I was putting this thing back together is it sort of hinges on these, okay? not direct hinge, but it does line up. So sometimes when you put these glove box back in and you're trying to, it's not going all the way in, take it apart again because it actually goes inside this, okay? And I'll show you real quick. Alright, that part right there, see how it lines up, actually pops into this. I know it's common sense, but some people barely like it sometimes. The reason why I told you to take this whole glove box door, which takes 10 seconds, is because of this. To get to that screw right here, you're going to get in there with a little 8mm. You're going to take it apart. So that way, you're not looking like Confucius trying to figure out how to take this stupid thing apart. Because that is just ridiculous. There's going to be no way in God's green earth. You don't want to bend that because guess what? It's super, super tight. There's no slack. So you get in there with that size 8 right here. Okay? Switch it off and then you can hand crank it off, no problem. Okay, and I suggest taking this one off first so that way the other two hold the weight and this comes off really super easy. Then you work on the other one, which is the back one, would be the second one, is my recommendation. Okay, and from there it's super easy. And also you can do a twofer. That's where the cabin air filter is. I'm still waiting for it to be coming in, but for some reason, I don't know, these 2017 to or 16 to 2018, I believe, for Corollas, these blower motors go out pretty soon. I have 130,000 on this Corolla. It's a 2017 Toyota Corolla SE, so I'm not too sure why these go out. Most of the time on cars, they last about 10 years, but that's what it is. And from here on point, let's see if I can make another video, but you just slap it in, screw it in, put it in the harness, and that's all she wrote after that, okay? Hopefully this video helps out some certain people out there. Have a good night.